Mr. President, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
The charge is falsifying business records.
I will get Trump.
It's felony criminal conduct.
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
The charge is falsifying business records.
They came up with a new one.
It's felony criminal conduct.
Indicting the 45th president. I never thought anything like this could happen.
Earlier this afternoon, Donald Trump was arraigned.
This fake case was brought only to interfere with the upcoming 2024 election, and it should be dropped immediately. Everybody was in shock. Can't even believe it. Who would think that that could happen today? But they did it anyway. So here we are now. It's where we were today. But now we're there. Spend time there today.
The charge is falsifying business records.
I will get Trump.
It's felony criminal conduct.
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get
The
him.
charge is falsifying business records.
They came up with a new one.
It's felony criminal conduct.
Indicting the 45th president, charging a former president of the United States for the first time. There is no crime. The most embarrassing time. President Trump is being treated very unfairly. How about that? Every single pundit and legal analyst said, there is no case. What is fueling my soul right now is Trump. I will get Trump. What is fueling my soul right now is Trump.
The charge is falsifying business records.
I will get Trump.
It's felony criminal conduct.
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get
The
him.
charge is falsifying business records.
They came up with a new one.
It's felony criminal conduct.
Indicting the 45th president.
Devil's Hour.
And hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Devil's Hour. My name is Geoff the Chi, and for, I don't know, about an hour or so, I'll be showcasing the weird, the wild, and the wonderful, all for you. How's everybody doing? Doing good? I am doing okay. I'm tired. It's getting into summer season here in New York City, which means that Coney Island is starting to open up. We just recently had the Congress of Curious Peoples, which is their kind of opening the season sort of thing. That includes things like inductions into the Coney Island Hall of Fame, some more national touring or bigger acts will come and do like a show or two, and it doesn't normally come and do stuff at Coney Island, so it's lots of stuff like that, and plus the rides. So it's a lot of fun. I really like living out here. It's been really, really nice. I definitely recommend people show up. So today, it's kind of like what I like to call the personal day. So it's not about the monologues and jokes, just kind of what's up, what's going on with you, Geoff. It's been very interesting. So we're in the beginning of April now. For depending on when you're watching this, which I don't presume to know. Good for you if you're watching this much later than this and finding me. Make sure you like and subscribe. Got a lot of fun stuff that happens every week on the show. And so, me doing this show, I've been doing since April 1st, 2020 online. I've been producing and performing shows since March 9th, 2018. For those that know why, that's March 9th, 2018. I know exactly what day that was. The reason I have that one is because March 10th, 2017 is forever ingrained in my memory. Anyways, so it's been really interesting that I've been doing this progression of doing stuff, and And it's really weird doing it so later in my life, doing a lot of what I'm doing within this industry. So, because I kind of follow, as is my life, I kind of fall in these weird cracks of stuff because my experience with this, at least within the industry, I have within the industry that is sideshow is a lot shorter than a lot of people, especially half or quarter half my age. And so, but because I'm older, I tend to hang out with the older people because that's just how it works, just relatability. And so it gets really odd that for me to be in this weird position where in some ways I should be hanging out with the young kids, as it were, because of experience, as far as professionally speaking, but then life experience has me hang out with the older people. So it's this weird dynamic, and I'm trying to juggle it in such a way that I don't try to come off one way or another to people, which sometimes is troublesome and can be perceptively seem worse than what it is. But I'm just trying to find somebody I can relate to. That's really all it is. And so sometimes it's people that are 28 or something. Sometimes those people are like in their 60s. It just comes down to relatability. It's not about me trying to glom onto people due to longevity or prestige. In fact, 9 times out of 10, hanging out with those people who are more venerated, as it were, we rarely talk about show stuff. We just talk about life stuff because I have a lot of life stuff. And for me, myself, as while I do have experience in other avenues of entertainment, sometimes I'm hanging out with some people like that, in other stuff, they don't think that counts, which is fair. It's just, I don't like that it gets discounted so dismissively. But I do what I can, and I just try to be me and try to be helpful and kind and friendly, and with no other agenda than just to be friendly. And I think that kind of weirds people out too. So I don't know. Anyway, that's me in a nutshell this week. Next week will be crazier. I've got lots of stuff coming up, so make sure you check the info downstairs and go to my link tree, which has a link, a lineup for all my upcoming, at least ticketed shows. Follow me on my social media, which has a little more detailed list. Got a huge show coming up next week on April 21st over at the really cool venue called the House of Yes here in Brooklyn. So, like, lots of craziness. I'll be doing a new stunt that involves a hook. Here, you can see a little better with against the white. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be weird. But is it gonna be as weird as this?
Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Do 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 shaboom. Life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and open we'll meet again. Boom, ding dong, ding dong, a lang, a lang, a lang. Oh, whoa, whoa, bip, a bip, a dip. Oh, life could be a dream. If only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Every time I look at you, something is on my mind. If you do what I want you to, maybe we'd be so fine.
Oh, life could be a dream. Shaboom, if I could take you up in paradise up above. Shaboom, and tell me, darling, I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope we'll meet again. Boom, boom. Oh, life could be a dream. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
You're welcome, everybody. We've got a great show today. We've got Rumkicks. We've got Vince Williams. We've got the Secret Emchy Society. And all sorts of other fun stuff and shenanigans. I can talk today. Yes, I can. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Hey everyone! Planet Lisdom now has a Patreon. Your help will allow Liz to make the show even bigger, cover costs, and help bring on celebrity guests. Go to patreon.com/Planet Lisdom and pledge now.
How's everybody doing? We doing good? Awesome. So South Korea. Stay with me. Now, it all kind of started with the whole K-pop phenomenon, which I'll be admitted I got that familiar with. A couple of songs are kind of nice, and they're usually named after food, butter, stuff like that. And then there was this thing called K-rock, which I showcased one of the bands from the K-rock movement, Rolling Chords, which I really dug. And then now, there's such a thing as K-punk. Yeah. And leading the charge, actually, for K-punk is this all-female group from Seoul. Where are we not working? Oh, there we go. Rumkicks. Loud and brash. This duo's music harkens back to the 70s and 80s styles of punk, that weird kind of fun lo-fi punk, which I kind of like, the SST era of DC punk, that sort of stuff is what it reminds me of, weirdly. It's not exactly that, but that's what it feels like to me. And you can definitely check that out with their single, which is actually, weirdly enough, called Punk Rocker. Rumkicks, everybody.
Band punk asal Korea Selatan, Rumkicks, mendapat perlakuan tak menyenangkan saat manggung di Purwokerto, Jawa Tengah. Rumkicks datang ke Indonesia dalam rangka menuntaskan agenda Indonesian Tour 2023 di 6 kota Nusantara.
머리는 누구보다 뾰족하게
what do you guys think? A lot of fun, right? I really enjoyed them. I enjoyed them a lot. I definitely check out more of their stuff in the future, shouldn't you? Yeah. Well, you know what time it is, right? That's right. It's time for a little sideshow history. There we go. So today, I want to talk about Dagmar Rothman. Now, Dagmar Rothman is actually one of the sideshow world's most legendary geeks and regurgitators, in the truest sense. You see, he was billed as Waldo the Great. There we go. Sorry, my computer's being weird. Or the human ostrich. His act consisted of swallowing objects, including things like small, even all sorts of stuff, including like small living creatures, and then using his highly developed muscle control to spit them up again. Now, I can only do this with coins, eggs, lemons, but he could also do this with living things like goldfish, frogs, or mice. So he actually just developed the skill at carnivals in his native Germany, because he happened to be performing in Austria at the time of the Anschluss in 1938. Now, being Jewish, he fled to Switzerland, which proved to be just a stepping stone to the U.S., whereas previous American sideshow geeks tend to be costumed as like wild men and crazy. Waldo flipped it up and decided to be classy and wore a tuxedo. There we go. Nice little charming there. Made it look the gentleman geek, as it were. He kind of popularized that thought. He ended up playing most of all the premier venues for his type of the act at the time. He's like here at Coney Island. He did the Ringling Brothers Circus Sideshow. He played at the Ripley, believe it or not, auditoriums and the Huber's Museum in Times Square, which is long since gone, but that was also famous stuff. An amazing, amazing performer. Unfortunately, and sadly, because he was despondent over some unrequited love because he was attracted to this very, very lovely lady who did not reciprocate or whatever. He ended up committing suicide in 1952. But Dagmar Rothman, such an amazing performer, such a great touch and stuff like that. So hopefully one day we'll get to see him again. Anyway, or not see him again, sorry. We'll get more from him and learn more from him of the idea. So anyway, we'll be right back. And we're back. How's everybody doing? Doing good? Good. Let's talk about our next guest, shall we? Noted magician and mentalist Vince Wilson has been on PBS, the Discovery Channel, Nat Geo, the Travel Channel, and Destination America, as well as hundreds of local TV shows, radio, podcasts, and print media. Yeah. So he's been around. He's actually been practicing magic since he was 12 years old. It's a long time. Really enough, most magicians outside of myself. Actually, even then at 12, I was still kind of doing some magic. I just never kept up with it until recently. But I digress. He's actually very much a master mentalist and has even invented several original illusions and reinvented several others. He does a lot of stuff out of Baltimore, which is really, really cool, operating stuff with the Poe. There's a hotel associated with the Poe Ball, things like that, which is where he does stuff at. Now here he does a lot of online stuff, including this. So check this out.
So Faith, thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Okay.
And to start off, I do want to verify again. Can you hold up the envelope? So
Yes.
you got this envelope how many days ago?
At least a week ago.
What you have in there is a recreation of a phenomenon that had happened in the 1940s during the London Blitz. When London was being bombed by the Nazis during World War II, a lot of children were being sent into the countryside. Mabel and Dolores. All right, Mabel was the older sister. She was 18 years old and old enough to volunteer in the city. However, Dolores was only 9 years old and was sent out to the countryside to live with relatives. Now, inside your envelope, which you've been waiting to open all this time, right?
There we go, got it. Okay. All right, so I have it. So I'm just gonna gently kind of open it. Okay, it's open.
Okay.
Okay.
Because what we are doing is we're going to try to recreate an experiment between these two girls from so many decades ago. You see,
Wow.
what happened was they loved to play this game. They would play this game all the time.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Wow.
In fact, they would continue to play the game even after they were separated by hundreds of miles.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
That is a story that's been passed on for 3 generations now. Is such a thing possible? We shall find out. All right, please take out the contents of the envelope now.
Okay.
Dispose of that brown one there if you want to. Okay, so you have an envelope just like mine. Right here first, as I am doing right now, open up the first layer like that.
Okay.
All right. Now,
Yep.
without lifting anything, open up the blue layer like that. And you have a pink piece of paper now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Open up the pink paper,
Uh-huh.
and inside you'll see a teal piece of paper.
Correct.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now open up the teal paper,
Uh-huh.
and what's inside that?
Nothing.
Nothing. I am going to play the part of Mabel, the 18-year-old older sister who volunteered, and you're going to play the part of Dolores.
Okay.
All right. And Dolores, I'm going to send you an actual doubloon, putting it inside the teal piece of paper. We're going to see if this works. And I want you to follow along with your empty papers.
Okay, so do what you're doing then?
Do as I'm doing. Yeah, fold that inside. Turn that over like that.
Okay.
All right.
Top, short, long. Okay.
Short, long. That's right. Then turn that over like that.
Short, long. Got it. Okay.
Put your hand on top of it.
Okay.
All right. Mabel and Dolores, we've heard your story, and we're trying to recreate this experiment. The part I left out was that Dolores did not survive a bombing. All right, but Mabel did not know that for weeks afterward, because the messages continued even after she had passed away.
Wow. I have chills.
If you're here with us, allow me to send my message to Faith. All right. Now turn it over and open it up, the first layer. And open up the blue layer just like before, exactly like before. Okay. And open up the pink layer inside.
Okay.
Now I want you to take out that teal paper
Uh-huh.
and put it off to the side for now.
Okay.
Do you feel anything inside? Let me
Yeah.
show you. Okay, let me show
Yeah.
you first. My paper here, the same paper I had just a moment ago,
Okay.
is empty.
Okay.
All right?
Wow.
Okay. Could you, in front of the camera, could you open up that heel, maybe perhaps in your palm of your hand like this?
Yeah. Yes. So I'm opening it. Oh my goodness. Just so you can see. What? Get out of here, Vince. Oh my goodness. Okay,
Now I need you to seal that metallic envelope, take the tape off and make sure that's sealed. You can drop it in the mailbox tomorrow.
With the coin? Put the coin in there?
You get to keep the coin. That's
Oh, I
yours.
do?
Yeah.
Vince. Okay, that is unbelievable, my friend. I'm like speechless right now. I'm in shock. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is remarkable. That's remarkable. I don't even know what to say. I'm in shock. So I have chills right now beyond, I can't even tell you. Okay, because I held this paper in my hand. I mean, this paper was in my hand. I'm feeling it just like I'm feeling this right now. I did that.
Yeah.
And there was nothing in it. Nothing. It was flat. I could rub my hand over. I literally sat here and did this a few minutes ago. That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I cannot. That is awesome. I just can't get over this. I mean, I literally just, my fingers, like you can see, like did this several times, felt it, nothing. It was as flimsy as it is right now, nothing. And I'm just in shock.
Well, it looks like we've recreated the experiment that Dolores and Mabel had done so many years ago, and that's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Vaudevisuals Press is proud to announce the publication of Don't Miss This. Over 200 stunning photographs document the last decade of eccentric performing arts in America. This beautiful hardcover book features the finest theatrical clowns, sideshow performers, burlesque stars, and alternative variety acts from New York City and beyond. Photography by Jim R. Moore. Don't Miss This is a limited edition, so buy now before it disappears. Purchase at vvpress.com.
So what do you guys think? Crazy, right? Big fan of his work for years. Looking forward to seeing more of it. So, yeah, there we go. Anyways, as I mentioned earlier today, I've been doing this since April 1st, 2020. And back in the beginning, I was showcasing a lot of, that was the beginning of the pandemic. So the goal of this show always, and still is to showcase the weird, the wild, and wonderful, but also smaller performers who weren't sure how they're going to do sort of stuff. Now, while I know that my reach isn't huge, but anything to keep people's names out in the ether, as it were, so hopefully coming back, it always works out well. So that's what I try to do. And so one of the acts I loved and reached out to about stuff, even though they're really not doing stuff anymore, but still a great act, and I support the guy who runs it. And that is Sleep Mask. Now, Sleep Mask is this a Los Angeles? I don't know. It's like really weird. So, they are a Los Angeles-based band whose distinctive blend of jagged post-punk, ethereal textures, and romantic sensibilities represent an escape into the exotic realm of the senses. Hailing from the Lovecraftian realm, their lead singer, Ming Vaz, a friend of mine, guides the group with his creations of magic and splendor, revealing the beauty within the darkness as he channels the dream world with his melodic incantations of enchantment. And you can actually check out all their music on your favorite download site. That's where it's all available. And this is a track I really dig from them. So here we go, Sleep Mask.
voices. Don't fear them. Find your way back down to hell again. You never wanted to fall that far. You're only trying to steal your soul, but when you call again, this is a crusade. This is the freedom of fire burning. A crusade. This is the price of a change.
Is your bar looking a little ordinary? Is it lacking something awesome? Well, head out to your local liquor store and pick up something extraordinary. Grab a bottle of Old Humble Straight Whiskey or Old Humble Special Reserve. They're clean, smooth, easy drinking whiskeys that taste the way whiskey should taste. From humble beginnings to an extraordinary finish, Old Humble whiskeys are what your bar needs today. Walk tall, be awesome, and drink humble. Old Humble Straight Whiskey and Old Humble Special Reserve. Get yours today.
That's right, get yours today. Wasn't that fun? It's a really good track. So I really took that a lot. So I hope to see more from Ming and maybe Sleep Mask or wherever in the future. Alrighty, we doing good? Good. So, as you guys know, in addition to things like movies, and in addition to music and art, stuff like that, I'm a big fan of movies. I love film. And the thing I love most right now is the 48-Hour Film Festival. And the reason I love that film festival so much, by the way, they're paying me in no way for any of this. I just really like it that much that I talk about it. I mean, the premise is simple. Get a bunch of friends together, show up to this thing. They'll give you a premise, sometimes a prop or a line, and like a genre. And then you have 48 hours to make a film. So kind of get rid of all the bullshit in a weird sort of way. So that's kind of why I like the idea. Sometimes, time is both a blessing and a curse sometimes when it comes to the creative process. So it's really, really cool to see this sort of stuff. And so I also like showcasing because this is probably a few notes for them to get showcased. So that's why I like doing it. So here we go. Here's another fun film, and check it out.
That's your line. You're supposed to ask me how the fucking tacos were.
I thought you said that.
No, you just...
Oh, hey, man. How the fuck were those, tacos last night?
Actually, you know what? The tacos were pretty good, but, you know, they weren't hot enough.
Weren't hot enough? Oh, you need green bastard hot sauce for your tacos and all your food. Oh, yeah.
You've got your own fucking hot sauce?
Bob's, who's Bob's? Green bastard parts unknown.
It's nice, Bubs.
Give it a try, Ricky.
Holy fuck, man, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
You should be selling this shit. We should do a commercial for this. Not for tacos.
Holy fuck, Ricky.
We are doing a commercial for this.
It's fucking good.
Green bastard hot sauce. It'll fucking crank you one. Oh, yeah.
So what did you guys think? Really interesting, right? So definitely, take a moment to check out stuff from 48-hour film festivals and see what some other fun stuff you can see happen. I recommend it. So anyways, let's talk about our next guest, shall we? Yeah, so let's take a bit of the Americana music, which is very kind of folksy, country-ish. Add a dash of hellbilly, so a little bit of edge. You do a sprinkle of little gothy music and a lot of honky-tonk. And you spread that over an LGBTA muffin. And what you've got is the secret Emchy Society, led by the queer country queen, Cindy Emchy. Right, Emchy, sorry, Emchy. This cavalcade of cross-genre cowboys has been tearing through the scene lately, defying stereotypes and defining new standards. And something you can really hear on their latest album, which is called Gold Country / Country Gold. You can also hear it right now with their song, Dance Like the World is Ending. Secret Emchy Society, everybody.
Heck is pouring bloodies, and I'm on Irish coffee number 2. Old Jackie boy, the dog, he's up on the bar, asking for drinks and love like a song. And we dance like the world is ending, dance like we're never alone, dance like the world is ending in a song. I got a poet on my mind, someone else's words in my heart. Tom Waits, Buck Owens, and Nick Cave sing the drunks to sleep. And we dance like the world is ending, dance and bad ideas. And we dance like the world is ending. Dance like we're never alone. Dance like the world is ending in a song. Dance like the world is ending. Dance like we're never alone. Dance like the world is ending in a song. In this song.
Wasn't a lot of fun. I really dig them a lot. So make sure you check out all their stuff. The Secret Emchy Society. All right, did we have a good time? I had a great time. But in order to do good time, to wrap this up in a tight little bow, we first have to give big thanks, of course, right? Big thanks. Who should we thank first? Well, let's thank the Rumkicks, which you can follow them on Instagram at Rumkicks, and go to their link tree, linktr.ee/Rumkicks. Who else should we thank? We can thank Vince Wilson. Follow him on Instagram at Vince Wilson Magi. And you can go to his link tree, which is Vince Wilson Magi as well, to track up not only his website, but all the tickets for all his shows and stuff like that, virtual and otherwise. It's a good way to do so. And then, of course, we can't help but thank the Secret Emchy Society. You can follow them on Instagram at Secret Emchy, EMCHY Society. And then they have a band.link/Secret Emchy Society, which will get into your Bandcamp and YouTube and all that other fun stuff. And then they have their own personal website as well. And then, of course, got to thank Sleep Mask. Now, they don't really have an Instagram presence, but you can follow them on Facebook at Sleep Mask. So it's nice and easy. And, of course, big thanks to you. Thank you for watching. I really enjoy it. Yeah. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. Be safe, be cool, be groovy, and as always, keep drinking, everybody. Bye.